Aries, welcome. This is the Tana Tarot Zodiac channel. And Aries, this is your 2024 love reading. We're going to look at each month in 2024, see what the energies regarding love are. If we get any messages about job, money, whatever, of course, I'll call those out as well. But our intention really is to look and see what your love life is going to look like throughout the year 2024. So I shuffled and randomly pulled 12 sets of cards for each month. So we have 2 cards per month. So it's January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. And I did pull 1 chakra card for some overall energy. These cards do have a mantra. So I may, I will give you the mantra, and you may want to use it throughout the year. Also, there's like the word, the name of the card. You may want to use that as your word of the year. Mine is integrity, but it's about more integrity with myself than with others, because I feel like I've always had that. So let's go ahead and look at the chakra card. Beautiful. We have love. Oh, there's my last dog. Let me go close the sliding door before critters get in. Can you tell us? It's so cold out there. It's very, very cold out there. Okay. Alrighty, so love, isn't that beautiful? Now, love is pretty self-explanatory, but let me go ahead and look in the book because I do want to see the mantra. Okay, so we have number 18. It's interesting, number 18 reduces to 9. 9 is about being near the end of something. Before I even, look in the book, maybe being at the end of not loving yourself, being at the end of not being able to give or receive love from others. Something about being near the end of something, but love will be the answer, because isn't love always the answer? So there's quite a few paragraphs. I'm going to paraphrase. First of all, I'll let you know the affirmation. It is, I am love, and love is me. Aww. You have chosen this card today as a reminder that in 2024, love is all you need. Per the famous Beatles song, love is all you need. Your true essence in every single cell in your being vibrates to the wonderful essence of love. You may be going through a challenging time at present, such as a relationship breakup, a challenging family situation, friendship breakdown, or some personal challenges. Pulling this card is a reminder that love is the key to your current situation. It's time to put the focus back to love and to what is important and true for you. Love is the biggest healer of all and has the power to create miracles in your life. I'm going to scroll through here a little bit. It's time to open and allow this energy to flow into your world and into those challenges that you are experiencing. Do what is required to become open to this love. Do you need some time for you, a holiday, a change of job, a deep, honest conversation with someone? Whatever it is, gift yourself that time and space with love. No matter what someone has or hasn't done, including yourself, we are all deserving of love in all of its forms. If you feel that you sometimes have a tendency to close off from love, this card is an indication that it's time to open up. And that's what I was saying. If you feel close to love, this is saying that time is coming to an end with the 9. Okay? You are truly deserving of deep love, and now is the time for you to dance with this essence and believe you are worthy of it. Remember also that the most important form of love is self-love. Ask yourself, what part of me have I not been loving? And take some time to give this aspect of you some good old nurturing. Love is the medicine for the soul and of life. Yeah, sometimes what we go through in life, you know, the losses, the breakups, maybe childhood trauma, it can be either hard for us to give love, to open up and give love, to be, you know, trusting. It can be hard to receive love. Like there's overgivers and they just give, almost like a trap, if you will. Like, well, I gave you all my love, now you have to love me back. Something like that. So there's a lot of different codependent ways that one can be engaged with love. But now is the time, 2024 is the time to learn to love yourself. What is that about? It's about creating boundaries and enforcing boundaries as to who you are, what you deserve, what you're worth, your value. It's time to learn that and to defend it. Also, to learn how to open up to receive love if you're an overgiver, or to open up to give love if you're afraid, to be vulnerable. Just a lot. So your word for 2024 is love, and that's fantastic because this is a love reading, so I find that super duper appropriate. Okay, we're going to go through the months, Aries, and see what the new year 2024 has in store for you. We have the Magician and the Ace of Swords. Isn't that some beautiful energy? It looks to me like in January, you see a truth, you realize a truth. You may be cutting out some things that don't serve you. It's like a fresh new start in the truth. And then with the Magician, it's a whole new starting, a whole new beginning. I love that. So we have 9, kind of the end of negative experiences with love. And then we have the 1 card, the beginning of manifesting the life of love that you want. Kind of beautiful. It's major arcana. So in January, a fresh new start in the truth with love, and the ability for you to manifest whatever it is you want in love, whether it's more love for yourself, the ability to love, the ability to receive love, whatever it is. Let's look at February. Aries. Oh my goodness sakes. Okay, so we have the Ace of Cups, so 2 aces, some new beginnings. We have the 6 of Swords. With the Ace of Cups, I see a new beginning in love, an emotional, a new beginning, fresh new beginning regarding your emotions, regarding love. Okay? Love is flowing. You see the love just flowing out of the cup and from the ocean into the cup, just back and forth like this love, this emotion just flowing. Okay, so you're definitely open to love. With the 6 of Swords, we see you on a journey, whether literally or figuratively. This could be you moving forward from choppy waters to calmer waters in the pursuit of self-love, the pursuit of healthy, balanced love. Or you could literally be moving, maybe to start anew. We have 2 new starts here at the beginning of the year. Maybe to start anew somewhere, away from the negativity that maybe you cut out with the Swords in January. Maybe you decided to move and start over. Or maybe you have an opportunity for a loving relationship somewhere else. But this could be a literal move from a house where you live, or a place, across city to a different city, a different state, perhaps even a different country, because we have a lot of water here. So it could be over water, which is, international. So some kind of a journey, again, regarding love, whether literal or figurative. You could be actually moving. And it could be in pursuit of love. Like to be with a love. So let's look at March. Wowzy, heavy shizmet, man. Okay, major arcana in March. Okay, Aries, remember this. So March, April. So the end of March is the beginning of your season, Aries season. So in March, there's going to be, well, did I even call out the cards? I'm sorry, I'm so freaked out. Not freaked out, but excited. So at the end of March, we have the Tower and the World. And this is fan-freaking-tastic. Do not let the Tower freak you out. What the Tower is, it is the end of an old way of loving, relating to love. It's the tearing down of some love relationship that was built on a false foundation that is not true. This could be you letting go of your feelings of negative self-worth. You could be believing, I am not lovable, I'm not worthy, I don't deserve love, I'm not attractive, I'm not smart, whatever. This is the tearing down of your negative relationship with love. It's the end of that. Now, will you still have negative thoughts and experiences? Probably. That's life, right? But this shows a great, big, huge shift, change. This is huge, okay? It shows a huge shift and change in your outlook, your perspective, your relationship with yourself as far as it has to do with love. I feel like something may happen that makes you realize how worthy and lovable you are, and you say, enough. I'm done. Whether you're saying it to yourself or whether there's some person who has treated you so shitty that finally it got to the point where you were like, I cannot anymore. I am done with this. And you came to love yourself in defense, but however it came about, it's a good thing. Because it changed your outlook on love and your relationship with yourself. And then, what's really cool with the World card is moving through a portal from one place to another. So I would say a place where you either didn't love yourself or someone didn't love you well, to a place where you start to love yourself and you won't put up with someone not loving you well. The world is moving from one thing to another, but the cool thing about the world is it's like a graduation. It's like a video game, like you've won levels and you're on your way up, and that's how you're playing the game of love. Okay? You're like, wait a minute. I don't have to put up with that. I love myself. Wait a minute. Did I just hear myself tell myself I'm not lovable, I'm not smart, I'm not attractive? No way. I see a huge graduation in March, Aries. Huge. Now, it could be an event. Like I said, someone could treat you so shitty that you're like, oh, wow. Just like, no. Not only no, but hell no. And you realize, I deserve more than this. I deserve better than this. As a result, you grow and you move to the next level. Let's look at April. I do feel like it's a relationship, because when we start to love ourselves more, we really don't feel sad about what we've left behind. With the Five of Cups, I feel like you did end a relationship, or a relationship ended, okay? And with the Five of Cups, I see that it's sad. It's hard. Even if, I swear, even people who get out of abusive relationships mourn the transition, the loss, because they were so, what's the word? They were so, well, I guess attached could be the word, but they were so bought into, I can't think of the word, but they were like so engaged, right? And so when it's over, they're like, oh my God, it's what do I do? What do I think? How do I feel? What am I going to do now? So in April, I do see you focused maybe on the transition, the loss. Maybe not paying attention to what you still have as much and where you can still go and the good part. And it's normal. It's normal to grieve. The person that broke up with someone that really meant something to them, even if it was, a horrible, heinous relationship, the person who could just walk away and not have it affect them, I really wonder about. It is okay to grieve for a moment. But then the beautiful part, Aries, is that in April, you make a decision. Okay, we've got the Two of Wands. You are large and in charge, Aries. You're taking charge of your love life in 2024. Your life, for Pete's sake, but your love life for sure. And you're saying, what do I want? What makes me happy? Now, we also have another card of travel here. We have the earth and we have water. So we have two indications of travel in the first few months of 2024. So I find that very interesting. But with the Two of Wands, you're taking control of your life. You're making a decision, or you need to make a decision, and you're getting ready. And it could have something to do with travel. But it's about ownership, responsibility, taking charge of your own life. So January, February, March, April. Let's look at May. Wow. In May, you're really, with the Knight of Swords, you got the Knight of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. In May, with the Knight of Swords, Aries, you are busting a move. You are moving forward. I feel like since the Knight of Swords is kind of moving this way, I feel like you're racing towards the future. However, you are facing your past. And you're like, I am no longer, look at you raising your sword, the truth, the sword of the truth. And you're like, I am no longer that scared, lost, low self-esteem person. I am someone new. Okay? And I see you moving towards your Ten of Pentacles. Okay? Now, the Ten of Pentacles. Pentacles is about those tangible things. It's about work. It's about money. It's about generational wealth. But it's about more. It's also about family, tradition, ritual, security, stability, building things slowly. I feel like you came from a place maybe of chaos and craziness when this tower falls down, and you're now in a place where, I don't want that anymore. I never did want that. Now I want security, stability, abundance. You're realizing your truth and you're moving towards it. Now, this could literally mean that in May you meet someone and that you want to have this with. We'll see. We'll look at the rest of the cards. But definitely you're changing your MO as to what you want your life to be about, what your life purpose is. Kind of awesome. Let's look at June. In June, we have the Queen of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. Okay. In June, I see you really, really, with the Queen of Cups, starting to love yourself. Again, the two ways that I have learned to love myself is, number one, creating boundaries and enforcing those boundaries with other people. In love relationships, family, friends. Sometimes you have to leave some people behind because they won't. You can't force someone to respect you, but when they don't, you can leave. Okay? So, and then also keeping promises to myself. Like, I'm going to enforce these boundaries, and then you don't. So keep the promise to yourself to enforce the boundaries. I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to take care of my health. I'm going to take care of my appearance. I'm going to focus on me and self-care and not on other people. So those are the two things. One, creating and enforcing boundaries, and two, keeping promises to yourself. And I see that you're doing that in June. You're getting you're getting it. Beautiful, Aries. And then with the Page of Pentacles, I'm wondering, since we go from the 10 to the page, maybe you met someone, and with the 10 of Pentacles, they give you a glimpse of what it could be like. And it's so freaking beautiful, you don't even really understand or know what it would feel like, what it would be like. But in June, and it could be an earth sign, but in June, I feel like you get some kind of an offer or a message of interest, or maybe you even decide a fresh new beginning. But I feel like it's with yourself to slow down, cut out that which does not serve you. Build yourself up. But I also kind of feel like there may be someone else in the picture. Not that you need someone else to do this, but maybe you are, maybe you have an offer here of stability and support and love. And definitely something maybe that you're considering, and that's fine. So that's in June. So let's look at July. So we see you really growing in self-love with a possible offer, and it could be from an earth sign, because we're seeing pentacles now. Could be a water sign, but could be from an earth sign. And let's see in July. We have Death and the King of Wands. So with the Death card, I kind of love it. You're going through some big schisma in 2024, Aries. You had the realization here with the Tower in March. And then in July, I think that's when you really shift. There's a huge shift in July. Okay, because you can learn something and know something and make promises to yourself, but still kind of fall back into the old behaviors, because it's hard. It's hard to change behaviors. It's hard to become that new person, to act differently, to come from a different place. But in July with the Death card, I see you really letting go. Like, this is death and rebirth. This is letting go of those things in life, the automatic ways of doing things. Maybe you automatically didn't honor yourself. You automatically expected people to treat you poorly, so that's what you attracted. Whatever those automatic negative things that you did in love, they're leaving, they're going away in July. And it's the rebirth, it's the birth of a whole new way of doing life, of doing love, of honoring yourself. Okay? Then we have the King of Wands. Now, I saw traditional, solid, stable, generational love and abundance here, and I saw an offer in June. I thought maybe Pentacles, and it could be a fire sign, though, making this offer to you in July. And this is a king. Okay? So, to me, this is like real serious, mature, deep energy. Big energy. So there could be a fire sign in July. But that fire sign could have been the person that gave you the glimpse of a solid, real, stable opportunity. Okay? And because this is the King of Wands, there could definitely be attraction, passion. The King of Wands is the CEO, the mover, the shaker, the hustler, the entrepreneur. The King of Wands is confident. So there could definitely be a fire sign, or at least that confident. If it's an earth sign, they could have this confident, mover, shaker energy. And I've been putting this card on top, but man, this death energy in July is fantastic. Let's look at August. Wow. Okay, so we have the Ace of Cups twice. We have the Ace of Cups in February and the Ace of Cups in August. This just shows me, yes, throughout 2004, you are totally focusing on yourself, your growth, your ability to love and be love. Then, January, February, March, in April, we had the Two of Wands. So in April, you started to say, I'm going to make a choice about my life and how I want it to be. And you continued on. And then in August, with the Three of Wands, we see progression again. And in August, this is like, I've made a choice. I've made a decision. I've chosen a path. I've dared to dream. I'm making my dream come true. I put energy into whatever this decision was, and now I'm waiting for my ships to come in. So you may have accepted this person's offer of being in a relationship. And again, I never, ever mean to come from the energy of, oh, you're not doing well and you need someone to come in and heal you. Hell no. Healing is a personal thing that you have to do on your own. However, certain people in certain relationships can offer you a space where it is much easier to continue to live, to grow, and to continue to heal. Okay? Nothing wrong with being in love, all right? Let's never forget that. So in August, you've made a choice. Now, also, this is intended to be a love reading, but nothing's saying that this can't, this reading can't include aspects, regular, 3D life, right? Like here in May, this could have been some kind of a job offer. All right? And in June, you could have gotten like some kind of a gift of money, or maybe a bonus for taking the job, whatever. So don't forget, to include everyday life in these, love readings. But you make some kind of a decision, and it may have to do with love, it may have to do with life, but whatever it is, it's causing you to love yourself even more and to be more and more open to giving and receiving love. Let's look at September, Aries. Wow. So we have the Two of Pentacles and the High Priestess. I love this. With the Two of Pentacles, I see you finding it easier and easier. Again, you're at the sea. This is Pentacles, but you're at the sea with all this water, all this emotion, and the loyal dolphin behind you. So it could have something to do with travel, but also Pentacles is about, the Two of Pentacles, is about juggling. It's about finding balance. It's about making a choice. So we have duality here. We also have duality here with the High Priestess. Okay, balance. I feel like you're really finding a good balance with the Two of Pentacles. I want to talk about that first in September. A balance with being able to give and receive love, to be able to have boundaries and defend them, but not be defensive, to be open and vulnerable as well. Wow, there's a balance, right? To have boundaries and defend them, as well as be open and vulnerable to others and to love. Wowzy. Okay. While you're doing these things and finding this balance, you are really getting in touch with yourself, with the High Priestess. I feel like Aries, you are in September, you're becoming more connected to Source. Scorpio, welcome. This is the Tana Tarot Zodiac channel. And Scorpio, this is your 2024 love prediction reading. Okay, so I have all 12 months, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December laid out. And then I chose one chakra card. These cards do have a specific topic, energy, something to focus on for 2024. And there's also a mantra, which I will read to you. Maybe something, if it resonates with you, that you want to write down and kind of keep it for your either 2024 word of the year or 2024 mantra. So let's go ahead and start here, and then we'll go through the months. Ooh, clarity. Okay, so seeing things clearly. Ooh, and the book opens straight up to it. Crazy. Seeing things clearly. I like it. The affirmation is, I experience life with divine clarity. Okay. You have attracted this card because clarity is upon you. The ability to experience clarity is connected to the third eye chakra. And the more this chakra opens and is activated, the more clarity you will receive. It's time to see things clearly, to receive the answers that you've been waiting for. In 2024, you're being encouraged to cleanse and work on strengthening your third eye chakra. There are some great meditations that you can do, and use crystals to assist. Okay. It's long. I'm going through and kind of paraphrasing here. What in your life requires clearing? Now is the time for you to do some clearing, like maybe letting go of things that no longer serve you. Once you receive this clarity, you will feel a deeper sense of self and well-being in your world. This card can also indicate it's time to clarify a particular situation in your life. You may have asked a question, and this card is telling you that once you work on finding clarity, the answers will come. So, for 2024, Scorpio, there may be some like generic clarity that you need. Maybe you've been looking at life or experiencing life through some specific filters, okay? And these filters result, these filters are there as a result of things that you've experienced in life. Say if you were raised in a chaotic household, you may be a people pleaser and always trying to make things better, or you never trust anyone because of the way that you were raised. You have a hard time trusting people. You know, things like that that can carry can carry on with you through life and affect personal relationships, family relationships, friends, work. I mean, every area of your life. So clarity may be a really good word for you, Scorpio, in 2024. You know, they always say there's your side, their side, and the truth. To really kind of try and look at things more from a non-biased perspective. Let me just say that. So, your word for 2024, at least here, you may have already chosen a word. Mine is integrity. Integrity with myself, to keep promises to myself. But clarity may end up being your word for 2024. Alrighty then, let's go ahead and Scorpio, let's start with January. We have Justice and the Five of Cups. All right. So, Justice is about balance and the truth, maybe clarity. So you may enter into the new year realizing, yes, I do need clarity. I do need balance. If you're, maybe, say if you were going through a divorce and you're so entrenched in your position that you can't even see the other person's, or if, you don't want to see the other person's, maybe like if they're a narcissist or something, we can't see the other person's side. But you're so entrenched in your position that you can't look at things objectively, and you may not handle things properly due to high emotions. Something like that. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting. So whatever this is, and it can be something legal because we have justice. You could be involved in some court case. I don't know. It could be like a divorce, could be, I mean, I wouldn't think that unless we had the Five of Cups and this was a love reading. So yeah, striving for balance, the truth, and to see things from a non-biased, unbiased perspective. To be able to work through these emotions, not let these emotions rule you. Here's the deal. Man, if you break up with someone or get a divorce from someone and you thought that was going to be it, and you have kids and you really thought, wow, and then it turns out not, you're going to feel. I'm not telling you not to feel. Okay? But a couple things. One, we have to, especially if the emotions are really heavy and deep and, like taking over, we have to find a way to talk through them, to maybe say, you know what, during the day, while I'm doing X, I'm going to focus on that and I'm going to let this go. And then tonight, I'm going to give myself an hour to really trip and worry and chew on this and figure it out. But you can't let it totally take over or it will color everything. I don't know. So it's not repressing them. It's not ignoring them. It is working through them, but also realizing that you are not your emotions. They don't own you. You own them. So I don't know exactly what's going on in January, but it could be like a divorce, and you're being strongly encouraged in January to work through. Notice I'm not saying get over, leave behind. I'm saying to work through this pain, these emotions. Okay. Let's look and see what February brings us. We got the Tower, Scorpio. Yeah, so something big's going on. This is a love reading. I would say a breakup, a divorce, something like that. I feel like with the Seven of Pentacles, this was something that you've been working on for a while, and you really wanted it to work. I feel like you watered it, you gave it sun, but I feel like you were always disappointed in the lack of growth. And Justice is major arcana, the Tower is major arcana. So I feel like big stuff is going to happen in January and February, Scorpio. Let's look at March. Yeah. In March, fussing, fighting, competition, just chaos. But I believe that the message for March is work with yourself on creating your own stability, your own feeling of safety. And with this being the Queen, I believe that you will. So while all this, craziness, this chaos is going on, we're acknowledging it, we're dealing with it. And so you're being encouraged to come at this from a solid, stable place. Don't forget who you are. And I have a feeling like you will be. But, you are water sign, you're Scorpio. I've got water placements. I have family members who are Cancers and Pisces and Scorpios. So emotions is like a big thing, and they can take over anyone, but especially people with strong water placements. So try and stay as grounded as you can in this thing. Okay? Whatever this thing is, January, February, March. Let's look at April. Isn't this lovely? So now I'm not going to say, oh, everything's over and everything's great now, January, February, March. In April, I'll bet you $1 you're going to still be dealing with this throughout, because big things like this you don't get over with them quickly. But here's the good news. With the 9 of Pentacles, I see you really focusing on building yourself up. Here we get the message of stay grounded, stay mature, stay focused. Take your time. Pentacles is like a slow moving earthy energy. Don't take actions that you may regret. Don't say things that you may regret. Be slow to respond if you need to respond at all. And then January, February, March, and April, keep on forgetting what month I'm in. In April, the 9 of Pentacles is the single card, okay? But the beautiful part of it is, I call this the glow up and grow up card, because not that you're not mature, but grow up as far as like learning lessons. Instead of looking at this so emotionally all the time, what lessons can be learned from this? What will you do differently next time? What did you learn about yourself that helped you to grow? That kind of thing, okay? And so spiritually, emotionally, financially, wanting to come from a strong place, wanting to become whole again, because this kind of stuff can kind of tear you down, right? So working on becoming whole again in every way, taking time to yourself to quietly take care of yourself, nurture yourself, get an emergency fund going, get things, if your bills got out of control while you were dealing with this, get your finances in order so that you're in charge of your own life, right? Okay, I love it. And then with the Chariot, I dig it, because Pentacles is slow and steady, wins the race. Chariot is, get in here, we're going, rush, 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 run, run, run. It's now energy, it's going to happen now. And it's racing towards success, victory, winning. So I see you racing towards taking things slowly. I love it. Racing towards healing yourself, nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself. I really love it. And we've got a lot of major arcana as you're going through this. Okay, so January, February, March, April. Let's look at May. Wowsy. Justice again. I do feel like there's some kind of law thing. And in May, I feel like you may feel out of it because you don't know what's going on. The High Priestess is quiet, things that are unknown. So I feel like in May there may be like a court thing, or you may start to feel, well, you may start to feel more strong and to trust yourself more, because that's the High Priestess as well, like a really strong intuition. But I feel like there may still be a lot unknown about your court case, or about the breakup, or about whatever it is that you're going through. In my example, I'm thinking it's a breakup. It looks like a breakup to me. And these are both major arcana, cray-cray. So May is going to be a big month. This could mean that whatever's going on will become known to you in May. Let's look at like how it's going to turn out, especially if it's a divorce or custody. Let's look at June. We have the King of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. Again, being encouraged in June to deal with this thing logically. This clarity thing is really coming through big for me. Not being so caught up in your emotions, in your version of the thing, that you can't kind of step back and try and look at things objectively, if only to help yourself get through it. Because when everything is the end of the world and so emotional, I don't know, it's not a good, helpful energy to get through this thing. And so that's what I see with the King of Swords. Either you will be encouraged in June, or this is how you're going to handle it. Maturely, logically, with the sword, still looking for the clarity, for the truth in the thing. And with the Page of Pentacles, a message or an offer of something solid or a new beginning. We have Pentacles, tangible things. Maybe in June, you really start to kind of feel grounded again. Like in touch. Because with all this water energy, and even this air energy, logic, water is feelings, logic is thoughts. Ground, stay grounded, stay grounded, stay grounded. We have a lot of Pentacles, stay grounded. That's the energy that I'm getting. That's what I get in June, Scorpio. Let's look at July. Well, Jesus, Joseph, and Mary. Scorpio. I don't know if I've never had this happen. 2 3 of Swords. This either means this hurts you a lot more than you thought it would, or that in July you are, maybe this thing is finally over and you are really focusing on healing. But I believe it's, let's see what other cards we have, but with 2 3 of Swords in July, Scorpio, it's coming to a head, or this is just it. For the, as far as the emotions go, you're done letting it rip you apart anymore, and you're going to be working on healing. Wow. I don't think I've ever had that happen. Let's look at August. Page of Wands and the Emperor. A new beginning, a message, a fresh idea, like a new start, something that you're excited about. With the Emperor, you're owning it. Either you could be giving this, you could be given this opportunity by an Aries or a fire sign. And it doesn't have to be for a relationship. It could be like a job opportunity or something. It could be a relationship, because wands are about passion and chemistry. So something new that you're excited about, and you either are the Emperor or there's an Emperor coming into your life. The Emperor, responsible, loyal. When I say responsible, owns their shit, you know? It's like, this is for me to do and I'm going to do it. This could be you, or this could be someone coming into your life in August. Maybe after this final, like, you're like, okay, I'm owning this. It's time for my new start. Let's look at September. We have the Moon and the 6 of Pentacles. The Moon is water, residual feelings, emotions running high, but trying to find balance. That's what I told you, Scorpio. This is a journey, right? It's not just a series of events unrelated. This is definitely a journey. You see the final heartbreak. You see you finally Maybe being able to be like, I own this, I'm cool, I'm making it through. I know I'm going to be okay. But emotions are still high. I mean, it'll go up and down, and you know. But with the Six of Pentacles, you're finding balance. And again, with the Pentacles, staying grounded. And you might want to look that up. Staying grounded is not letting yourself get carried away with negative thoughts, negative feelings. Hell, you may need to go and actually hug a freaking tree, or get one of those grounding pads, or whatever you can do to ground. But you have so many messages here for 2024 to stay grounded. Also with the moon, this could be, well, I know it is for sure, emotions running high, but I think it also could be something you finally learn something, or something finally comes to light, because we have the High Priestess here hidden, we have the moon here hidden, but I feel like something's finally coming to light in September. Let's look at October, Scorpio. Aw, this is kind of beautiful. We have the Eight of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. I feel like with the Ten of Swords, you're finally, you know, you can tell yourself in your heart, I'm done. Done, 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 right? But your head still has a way of messing with you. And this is the Ten of Swords. And to me, this is like you finally being able to close that door and cut that cord. I'm walking away from this situation. And then with the Eight of Pentacles, again, the grounded energy, I see you really taking the time to work on yourself, mastering your life, mastering getting over this. Or it could be you were given some type of entrepreneurial opportunity here, and you're keeping yourself busy with work. Could be both. Finally letting go of this thing, but you know, it can still affect you, don't be surprised. But ready to logically let go of this thing, and then either working on yourself or throwing yourself into some kind of work, or both. Let's look at November. Wowsy. Okay, the Chariot twice. In November, this is now energy. Okay, so in November, and I would say in probably the first week of November, you're going to get some event is going to happen. You're going to get some kind of a message. It's going to be something exciting and good. This is good, okay? With the Chariot, you're like, oh, hell yeah, you're going for it. You are moving forward quickly. Both of these are now actions. So this is the month of November. So something's going to happen in November, and I'd say towards the beginning of November, that is going to excite you and that you're going to jump on right away. You're going to move forward. There's no questioning this. There's no, oh, no. This is like, hell yeah. Okay? And then now let's look at December. What this tells me is this year, you worked really, really hard with the Nine of Wands. This is the wounded warrior. This is someone that hung in there. And you know what? That you hung in there for yourself. Okay? I love this. You never let yourself go, because the nines are self. And you have the Nine of Pentacles here, and you have the Nine of Wands, and it's like you took care of yourself. You never gave up on yourself. With the Hermit, you are questioning, who am I? What do I want? Getting clarity, not only on the current situation, but on who you are and what you want. And it may take you all year to do that. But I don't want to end it on this searching, hanging in there note. I want to pull 2 more cards. Ah, 9 of Wands again. Okay, hanging in there. At the end of 2024, with the 2 of Wands, you are going to make a decision, a choice. And I think it may have to do with a big move. I think it may have to do with travel. It could have to do with anything. You could have to make a decision about a relationship, but I don't think it's this one. It could be a new relationship, but I think it has to do with travel or maybe even relocating. All right? So you can have a big choice at the end of 2024. Now, Scorpio, this looks kind of heavy, right? But if you are in something bad right now that you've been dealing with for a while, and I would say definitely most of 2023, like 9 months, if not 9 years, you look tired. So I feel like you've been dealing with something for a long, long time, and it's finally going to get resolved in 2024. It's going to be up and down, but I see you doing it. I see you taking care of yourself. I see you getting grounded from, trying to look at things objectively, not be mired down in the emotions or the negative thoughts or negative beliefs, but trying to look at things, what's the word? Unbiased. There's another word, but I can't think of it. But trying to gain clarity on the situation. I mean, even if this is a relationship and you're with the most horrible person in the world, what is your part in it? Maybe you can learn to not choose a person like that again in the future. No shame, no shade. We've all done it. Okay? People either misrepresent or we try and make them into something that we wanted, or we see the potential, but they never live up to it. But we saw it, but they never live up to it. No shade, no shame. That's a lesson you can learn. What can I learn as far as choosing people? And then, how long have you been in this? Has it been 9 months? Okay. Has it been 7 months? Has it been 7 years? Has it been 9 years? If it's been years, there's a lesson there. Honor yourself more. Life is short. We don't have 9 years to throw away on someone that does not respect us or appreciate us. So it's going to be a big year. It's going to be a heavy year, but you're going to end up knowing who you are, knowing that you supported yourself through this whole thing, and that you're going to have options. I feel like some good work thing is going to happen towards the end of the summer and into the fall. Or maybe the summer and the fall. Something good's going to happen. So, Scorpio, this is what I have for you. I see growth. Remember to stay grounded. Okay? Scorpio, beautiful. Hey, if you check in on this later in the year, next year, put some comments. I'd love to see if anything, resonates for you. So, thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next week, Scorpio. Thanks for joining. Bye-bye.